Yo, let's go. Cruz Show. Real 92.3. LA is new home for hip-hop.
Let's go.
Here he is. Leo Gonzales is on the Cruz Show.
Period.
Of social media, TikTok, and so much more. This dude is on the rise. Hanford, California, Central Valley, in the building. Leo, what's up, my guy? How are you?
Good. Also Hulu, also Estrella TV, Netflix, YouTube.
Add to it, brother. Let's
just,
go.
Not just
Hey, not just TikTok.
OnlyFans.
Yeah. OnlyFans. What's your OnlyFans? Can I get a free look?
I'll give you a 25% off.
Promo code Leo. Yo, Leo, man, congratulations on everything, man. Look at you, young Mexican kid, brown face out here, living your dreams. This wasn't something that you stumbled upon. I think you have been cultivating and working on this career since you were a child. Do I have it right?
Yeah. I'm on. No, I don't know where you got that from. Imagine. No, 2 years.
No. It's overnight success, dog. It's crazy.
I started when I was like 15. I started making videos.
Yeah.
Well, no, technically when I was like 11, I was doing.
But you were on the news as a
playground.
kid. You were, you were always in front of the camera, and you always had this riz, right? This charisma about you.
Yeah. Well, no, I was always just trying to be involved with anything, because like in Hanford, I remember I was always at the soup kitchen. I was volunteering there. There was always stuff going on. There was like a missing woman in my town. So there was always like, I was like trying to do like posters, stuff like that. I was just trying to be involved like in stuff. So, yeah.
Were you a metiche? Is that what it was? Or
no, I was
Don't lie,
neglected. Nah.
Did you say neglected?
He was neglected. Right. So he had to fill his time.
You're not special.
Yeah.
Fucking everybody did.
Were you a latchkey kid? Is that what it was?
What is that?
You had a key to your house at a very early age, and you knew how to lock the door and don't open the door. As soon as you come home, you had to feed yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is that called?
Latchkey.
That's so
this is the first
good.
time hearing it.
I've
That's
always
good.
pretended that I knew what that meant.
Wait, you always say that, or is this your first?
No, I've been a latchkey kid my whole life. Garcia, our producer, TV helped raise us. The radio helped raise us.
Yeah. That's exactly it.
We had to make
I
our own
was
food.
always just like, we leave at 6 a.m., walk to school, come back. We do everything.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, that's what it was. So that's why, a lot of people like, I got some awards growing. Just to mention it. I got some awards growing up, and it was always like volunteer awards and stuff. And I was like, I was just bored. Like I needed to fill my time. Like, but they were gold. And I was always just trying to do something.
Yeah. You were always in the mix, as they say, right?
What was your greatest accomplishment before turning 10?
Before turning 10, I got an award from a local grocery store called Best Buy Market. I got the Happy Hearts Award. I was hella, bro. You couldn't tell me nothing.
Why'd they give you the award?
Yeah, what was the reason?
What's the qualifications for the Happy Hearts Award?
You just have to show up, or
Nah, tampoco. Nah. I wrote an essay. I wrote an essay back to enter. No, that's crazy. You had to write an essay in order to win a shift at a store.
Okay.
To
work?
Yeah. And like it was like 5th grade or something like that. And I won because I can write.
That's right.
And we went to, so I went there, and then I just kept trying to do it all day. I was like, I just want to do this all day. I just want to help, because, those kind of stores have like the older employees and stuff. And then they gave me an award for just like wanting to volunteer and stuff.
Wow. See, Leche was Youth of the Year at the Boys and Girls Club.
Were you?
Yeah, I was.
And he was also a cook at like 12.
And they put me in the newspaper for it because I was legally getting paid. So like they put me on the newspaper, cook it up, dog.
That actually makes sense. Like that's what you say. That actually makes a lot of sense. I feel like I've noticed that from people like you said, like that we were raised by like TV and raised by that, and like because like that makes so much sense that you're here.
Well, I still haven't grown up. That's the thing.
That's another thing. That's another conversation.
It's another chapter.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to it.
That's another kind of
trauma. But no, going back to being latchkey, right? Being raised by movies and television and radio, right? That's why when a celebrity passes that you grew up watching or listening to or understanding, however you consumed it, you feel as if it's a personal loss.
Bro, when Doris Roberts died from Everybody Loves Raymond, nah.
Yeah, it hurt.
Nah,
Really?
Yeah, it
that's
hurt.
like,
because you knew her in your heart.
yeah, Fred Willard from Everybody Loves anybody
yeah.
from Everybody Loves Raymond. Man. Like for me, I'm like, nah. And like, cause I'm not the type of person to ever like.
Because that's the family you always wanted.
Exactly. Oh, nah, this has become something. Let me relax.
Yeah. No, this is real. Cruz these are sentiments he thinks about often, right, B?
Yeah, I do. I really
For
do.
real.
Yeah.
And like for me, I always talk about like George Lopez's sitcom. That one was crazy. Like the message that it was sending, I don't even think we understand, because I feel like everybody now, we're always just like those videos online are always like, oh, I woke up at 3 a.m. in sweats. Shut up, dumb.
Right.
Dumb, not even about that. It was on prime time on ABC
Yes,
before
sir.
it was on Nick at Night.
It was a big deal. Yeah.
Like, it was after Reba, before According to Jim.
Yeah, that's right.
Like,
that's right. It was major.
It was
in
a big deal.
prime
Like
slot.
before
Yeah.
it was your little 3 a.m. wake up. Like, stop minimizing that success.
Yo, thank
like,
you.
for real.
Yeah.
But that show was like, bro, for me, I was like, bro, I'm the same. Like, we're both the same type of brown, big head. Like, my dad's gone. It's just me and my mom, and she's like Benny. Like, they're the same. Like, we're the same.
Yeah.
Like, so watching that, because you talk about like, representation, like that's the best type of representation where you ain't got to talk about it. You just see it and you're like, damn, like that's me. Like, and
You see
he's
yourself.
not a field worker. He's not doing all this stuff. Like, he has a normal job.
He's a father with a house.
He
not
has
an
a
apartment,
house. He has a
house.
wife and 2 kids. And the mom's there. The parents are kind of going around.
There's a
he has his
dynamic
best
there,
friend
yeah.
from the trauma growing up. Like, let's talk about that. Like, let's talk like that. That was so important for
Your
me.
day
to see.
one, you're earning,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Exactly. And he's like tackling trauma, but not in a way where it's like, no, mijo, that's not for us. Like, that was never meant for us. It was like, no, like, maybe it wasn't, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna do it. Like, look at me. I'm working for the Powers Brothers. I'm now in the same office, but like I have an office, So I feel like that type of stuff. That's why I love I love that. I love everybody. I love Everybody Loves Raymond. I think it's the best thing ever written. I love Lucy. Like, that stuff was so good. I was like, bro, like you. It's
groundbreaking television, man.
Regis, when Regis died, that was it for me.
That sucked too.
I was like,
Yeah,
nah,
man.
don't talk to me.
Yeah, because you grow up watching Regis before school. He's on TV. He's and he's like almost like Don Francisco. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
like he was there. He was there in front of you.
Some of those people are comfort, and then you learn their story, and you're like, oh damn, they grew up like us, because you can tell who grew up like us. No matter what show they're on, you're like, oh, that's my guy. That's my person.
Yeah, you feel that instant connection. When George recognizes you through social media, you get the call to be on his podcast and have many, private conversations with George. That has to feel like an accomplishment in itself.
That was crazy. It took me a while. You know this. You've been doing this for a long time, but like, for me, it happened. It's only been maybe 4 years since I started, so it takes me a while to catch up to stuff that happened.
Sure.
And when I did Lopez's podcast, it took me like, I think it was like 3 weeks later. I was sitting in my apartment in the kitchen, and I just start weeping. Like 3 weeks later, I was like, what? Yeah. Like, I did his podcast. Like, what the? Like, it's one thing to like meet them, and like worship them as a kid, but then to actually like be in a room like that.
He takes a liking to you as well, which is rare. George doesn't like anybody, right? I love George, right? And he's a personal hero to me too. And I call him Dad when he calls or when he visits us. You know what I mean?
He calls?
Yeah. But and I recently told him like his validation meant so much to me, and he's like, "You got it." You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. And for a moment, there was some weird stuff going on there too, but that's a long story.
He's like, "You got it, as long as it's not in competition with me."
Exactly. As long as you don't think you're bigger than I am, you're good. Yeah. But like that's gotta feel amazing too, especially not having a father in your life.
Yeah. No, right? that was everything, and I think like now I have so much that I look back on, and I think that's the power of like growing up, getting older, and just like realizing like, damn, like I thought like it was tough. There was things were so tough growing up, but then you look back and like, damn, but I wasn't alone actually. Like I did have like I was covered.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I feel like that I've learned and that I want people to acknowledge. That's like, damn, when you have a rough like upbringing, like you still have to think like, yeah, but like, damn, like Shelly was there. Like that teacher, Mr. Mendoza was there. Those TV shows were there. And like, and I didn't have maybe what what these people had, but like I had my own version of it, and so now I'm learning. Now as I'm 22, 29, I look at like my friends around me, and I'm like, oh, damn, like I'm celebrating Christmas now. Like this is my version of it. Like damn, so this is the tree. It's not the same one, but this is my version of it.
Yeah, yeah. You know? And you almost have to. There's an acceptance there, I think, right? And you have to accept it and say, hey, yeah, that's right. This is my version of it. And it's the best possible version for me at this very moment, man. Because there's a lot of pain, I'm sure, there, too, that we don't necessarily confront because of our childhood. We're all surviving our childhood, bro.
Yeah.
You know? We're all recuperating from our childhood, I guess, in a way, right?
What are some sacrifices that you've made that play in the back of your head from time to time?
All right, let's do this then. Again,
let's go there.
No, yeah. You know what? I think a lot about when I first started doing, and cut me off whenever. When I first started doing this,
all right, there.
Nah, thank you so much. Coast? Are they free?
I think Kiss FM has 5 minutes.
I'm sick.
No, it cut my laugh out. I think about when I started. I had to, and I tell this to my friends now. I was like, man, it's so much harder to say yes to yourself than I think we realize, because suffering feels good sometimes. Like suffering feels so good. I spent so much time with my mom and her sickness, through her seizing and her strokes and coma, and at some point, being an only child and watching, being a caregiver for so long, you have this sort of conviction, like you have to stay, like you have to see this through. But like one time, one of my my therapist at the time told me, like, you need to change something in you, or else you guys are gonna die together. Like, don't die with her. Like, go do something you. And then make the resources. Don't just like, or else you guys are both gonna suffer. Yeah. And so I think about that all the time. Is that like I had to make the decision. Like, I just gotta go away for a little bit. And this video thing, if it's working, then let's just pursue it, man. Like, I don't know anything about believing. I don't know anything, like, no, faith, yes, but I mean like believing in like a movie cute way. Because that stuff's not cute. Hallmark's not cute when you're suffering. Yeah. But it was just like, let me just go for it. Like I have to believe that God will take a negative-hearted person and use that, like use you, and all of your unbelief and all of the anger and frustration that you have. Like, I have to believe that you're gonna use that, and so I always think about, like, when I first moved here, I was living in Crenshaw and I was struggling. I had no brand deals. I'm just going off of just the TikTok creator fund. And my mom's like, okay, just move back. Like, let's just get a place. You can get a job at Del Monte. Like, you get some hours there, we'll be good. And I'm like, Mom, I can't. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm so close. And at that time, my mom could barely walk. Like, she was in rehab. Like, she was barely crawling by. And I'm just like, you picture that because you have like those like memories, those pictures of that. And I was just like, I gotta I don't know, Mom. I just gotta, for real. Like, I think something's coming. this isn't from no book, for no movie. Like, there's something that like there's in me.
Did she understand?
That, like, no, and that's where the conviction is. That's where it lives, because it's just like, I have to close the door. And then next day Will Smith follows me and posts me on his story and all this stuff, and then I get a brand deal, my first like major brand deal offer. I get an offer to move into a content house, and it just took days from just being like, just please wait, like I know something's coming. And now I can look back and think, like, I went away and I got us a basket, and now we can live off of this basket. But it doesn't take away that's like, damn, I still feel guilty because I still left you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as a Latino son, I'm sure you felt that guilt, and it was heavy, and you have to fight through that too.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't. There's not a lot of people to talk to that about because they're not on the same path. You know, all my friends, a lot of my friends they have their wife and kids, and cuando quieras, Dios, and your timing. But you just have to be like, man, I don't know, like I got to pursue this thing because I have such a rare opportunity that I think it feels different, and it's such a supernatural situation.
Yep. When you move into that content house, it's Familia Fuego, right?
Yeah.
So you move into the house with these people. Did you know them? Were they friends?
I knew.
Or you
two
put
of
together
them
like a
from
boy
a
band?
distance.
Uh-huh.
We were put together like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I knew two of them. One of them I had beef with, and it's better now. Well, it was better. It's back.
Great.
And
I love the pettiness. I'm with it. Whoever it is, fuck him, dog.
yeah, Jesus Nalgas.
Now we need it.
Jesus.
And so, this one rolling? Yeah. No, but
I'm kidding, by the way.
Nah,
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Nah, just kidding. We love Jesus.
Stop it, bro.
So I'm allergic to bullshit.
You allergic to the bullshit? Bless you.
Excuse
Salute.
me.
Bless
Thank
You
you.
better not be
thank you.
sick, bro. I hope you didn't walk in here
No,
with some
I'm not.
COVID or
No,
some
who
shit.
sprayed? There's like a cleaning thing.
Yeah, Lysol.
Oh,
We
that's that.
We
That's what
disinfect
makes
I get the
all
same way. I get the same way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, let's start this all over again.
All right, Jesus.
I know.
We
Bring
don't
in
like him,
Jesus. Yeah, what were we saying?
Kidding again.
So
of
you
course
moved to
I'm
the
kidding.
content house.
Moved to the
and
content house.
You took from afar.
Yeah.
Beef for one kind of started. Now it's
By
back.
the way, this house is in the Hollywood Hills. It's worth $2-point-something million. It's a very nice home.
You know, it was the Lincoln Park used to be in there.
Did they record an
They
album
would
in there?
record stuff in my room.
Oh, wow. Oh, watch out. Look at you, dog.
Pa que sea.
Look, hey, bro.
I define myself by that.
Hey, you come from money, dog.
I know, huh? I've walked where they've walked.
So living in a house like that, does it get competitive? Because we are friendly. We are roommates now, right? And we almost have to assume each other as family because we're in this together now. But it does have to get a little competitive in there.
Yeah, I mean, I think we were all, you know what it was? What it really was is I think we were all so confused. There was so much imposter syndrome already because we're like, this is not like, none of us are, well, like.
None of us have made it, per se, right? Yeah.
None of us are dancers. None of us are influencers. Like, we all do like comedy skits. So like, we're all just like, is this true? Like for me, I didn't care because like when I got the offer,
I see it as a bunch of new Saturday Night Live members that have to share a room.
Yeah, no, exactly, and that's what it felt like. Is I was for me, I'm just happy to get out of where I was living because there was no parking, and and I was like, bro, like I'm down. Like I there was a part of me that was like, this might be a scam, but whatever, you got me out of where I'm at. Like I don't care what the
Word,
I don't care what I gotta
That's survival
lose.
mode. Yeah.
And so that's why when I went over there, but it took me a while because even like after the house, I was like, am I really moving into a content house? You know, like and then once the first like direct deposit hits, you're like, how did they do that? You know, like how did they? Because you just don't believe it. So I think that's what it was. I think that the tough part was that all of us being Latinos who did our own thing and grew by ourselves, handing over that control and being like, okay, you read my emails and I won't look at them, and then I'm gonna trust you, even though I built this by myself and you can ruin it for me.
Whoa.
Like I'm gonna trust you, and that was the hardest part. I'll speak for me and one person. The other ones, I think, I don't know, but for me, it was really tough to be like, all right, so you want me to do what? Because I did this by myself. And not to like be shady or anything, but like other people were already local. Other people had families with houses. My mom's was a convalescent. I have nowhere to go
You're
to.
out here by yourself.
If you take this from me, I have everything to lose.
Yeah.
I can't call my dad and be like, send me 40. Like I can't do nothing. I don't have that.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was like I had a lot of
Did you have a
anger
boss?
during that.
Was there a
time.
boss?
No,
or
just management.
management.
Yeah. But I think that was the part. I don't think there was really competition. I think we're all just like, we all felt like we're finessing them, but also feeling like, are they finessing us?
Yeah, it's just confusion. You're just like, what? You're almost stuck on the thought of this is too good to be true.
Exactly.
So it almost also can affect the way you work. because you're so consumed by the thought of am I getting got or am I gonna get them?
Yeah. Now you're moving with fear.
You lose clarity.
Yeah. You lose, and then you start to detach and everything.
Yeah, and that can turn into something ugly. Because you turn on yourself, you could turn on yourself for being so confused. You turn on your housemates,
and that's where the imposter syndrome can come in too.
At what point in your career did you feel like you belonged here? Like you for sure. Like it's no coincidence.
Was it the White House visits?
You know what? The White House had a lot to do with it. I think after the speech at the White House, I was like, damn, like they could have chosen anybody. Like there's people that are bigger than me that have been doing this for 10 years, 15 years. The pioneers, like why did and then
they could have chose me. I know, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, I know. And I told them, I was like, hey Joe, come here.
Hey Joe.
On a first name basis.
After 3 times.
Baby, how are you?
Juliana. And,
Did you take anything as like a memory from the White House?
Tell us you stole something. Dog.
No, I left something.
You left something?
Yeah, you remember that? No.
Did you take a dump?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
The first time that I went, we all had to use the porta potties outside, which are still nice. Like no shit, they're like the movie ones, you know.
Yeah.
But the trailer ones, yeah.
Star Wagon.
They're still good. Right. But the second time we were inside, I was about to meet up with Kamala. You know Kamala?
Yeah. I think I've heard of her. Yeah.
Oakley.
Madam Vice President, I think.
Madam VP. I was about to meet her and Dr. Biden and I was like, oh, this is a good time to ask if I can use the bathroom because we're closer to the inside than the outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, I thought that, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then I went in there. I was just gonna, whatever. But I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a shit. And I was like, I'm gonna do it. And I went, bro. There was like, it was so fancy. I have a picture. I'll show you. Their toilet, bro. A seal. The seal,
the presidential seal,
on the
on the paper. I was like, bruh, like I almost took that, but no, it was scary. You know what's interesting? I've learned is like securities at LA clubs are more like they're more strict than
more intense than
over there.
Security?
They're over there. They're all chill. They're all nice and they're all like, oh, what's up, whatever, because they know.
The Secret Service.
Because they know.
They know you ain't tripping, bro. It's the White House.
Y'all gotta get it together.
Yeah. They're like, we're gonna be chill. Like, try something.
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Try something. Yeah. Whereas here, they're like, not because like Ross security are tougher. Like,
child prevention at Ross is way tighter.
Nah, because go to Target on Cahuenga. Nah,
that's different, bro. They take it a little serious over there, man.
Sick.
Everything's locked up, by the way. You guys see that? At stores, everything's locked because everybody's stealing stuff.
That's crazy.
They lock, the deodorant and everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Have you ever stolen anything as a kid?
You know what? I don't remember. I don't think so.
You're past the statute of limitations.
Yeah.
Nah, no. You know what? I honestly don't think so. Because I was just taking care of business. I don't know.
He was a Happy Heart Award recipient, guys.
That's right. You're a good boy.
All my friends were always like bringing it to cars, like in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, like steal gum or something, fool.
Pues no.
A shirt from Ross or something without.
No, I never. No, I can't. I can't even now when I walk into a store, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I think, when you go through the TSA, I'm like, do I have coke? I'm like, I don't know what I have. Like, now you're making me feel like I did something. Like,
what do I have?
If you're legit, you have a license, you have insurance, you're all good. But as soon as there's a cop behind you, there's something in us that just gets scared.
Oh my God.
And we're legit, but we're scared.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, and like, when you finally don't have to like you can finally stop driving dirty.
Yeah.
Like right now, like my insurance, everything is good. Everything's fine. My license has Burbank. Like I got the real ID. Like
I'm a donor. Right?
Yeah. No, I took that off because I was like, nah, they're gonna take that too. Like, they're like,
some stuff's just for me.
Yeah. No, but still, when I see a cop, I'm like, nah, like something. I did something.
It's the hood in us, I guess. It's growing up without, I guess. Mm-hmm. That's what it is.
That's because I think when I first got my, when you first get insurance and everything, it's like, stop me.
Yeah.
Stop me.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop you, actually.
You pull up next to the cops, roll down your window, and say hi.
No, hey, when you're driving, when you're driving next to a cop, and you start doing white activities, you're just like.
Yeah.
Like, steering wheel. Like, I'm so not suspicious. I'm just like.
You start drinking.
Yeah.
Still whatever's in your bottle.
A glass bottle, too. Just
looks like a Heineken.
Yeah.
That's hella funny.
I love
activities.
When I have
some
nothing
classic
going
rock.
on. Yeah.
Right?
Some rock, Just do some air drums.
Yo, so those Whitehouse trips are legendary, right? You were up at the speaker's podium.
Yeah.
You did a speech with Kamala Harris, Vice President, and Jill Biden right behind you as if they have your back. You're there for Hispanic Heritage Month. You're describing your rise out of Hanford and being Latino and having a microphone in your face. And from visiting the White House, looking at it from outside, to being on the lawn and speaking to your people. I mean, that's an outer body experience, Leo.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
No, thank you.
That's wow.
Yeah,
the first TikTok personality to visit the White House. Am I right?
That's what they say. I don't know.
That's right, big homie. Let them say it.
That's not their words. No, it was funny because like that day they had like a little meeting, a little presentation about like celebrities coming to the White House, and on the PowerPoint they had Olivia Rodrigo and me, and I was like, "Do you see me as a? You saw? Who wrote that?" I was like, "Who? Was it Joe? Like,
was it Joe? Was it Obama when he was visiting?
I know. Where's Barack? Where's Bo?
Oh, the dog. But yeah, I mean, that's a huge accomplishment, man.
No,
what does your family say when they see that and they hear of this?
I think my mom and my dad, I'm still waiting for a response.
Yeah, you and Leche.
Yeah. No, I think, I think he sees it. He was excited about it. How they can be. But no, I think it was one of those things where it's finally like, okay, I'm trying to prove to, you try to prove to people at home, like, beyond what you see, like we're kind of getting somewhere, like to a nice special spot. Yeah. And so when that comes on TV and they see it, it's not me posting it. I think they finally are like, oh, that's actually weird, for me, because I think I get my excitement and validation from them seeing this stuff, because I feel like you get it. Like, is this real? Because it's not real to me. Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't felt anything in 3 years. And so for you, like, if you tell me it's true, then I believe it, because you were there when I was in my car. And so if you see me at the White House, then like that means a lot for me.
It really happened.
Like I need, like, if you have a shocked face, then I'll be like, oh, damn, this is real.
Right. It's almost like you're telling a story, and you have witnesses to back it up.
Yeah. Because a lot of these things, like, there's no witnesses. I'll go into these rooms and I'll be, when I first was in LA, and I go into a room and do a video with Marshmello or with George Lopez or Eugenio Derbez, and it's just us two in the room. It's like, I only have my story to tell, and it's almost like, well, what can I, like, how can I prove to you? How can I describe it to you? And is my memory playing a game?
It's really happening for you, man. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is crazy. What's up, Jack?
When you're hosting like red carpets and stuff like that, how does it feel when celebrities want to come up to you because they recognize you? They're like, bro, I watch like all your skits.
Every time that happened, it always happens. No, I feel like it's just wild. Like I was John Mayer. You know John Mayer? Yeah. He walked up to me like 3 nights ago at an event, and I was like, bro, like, stop. Like, don't come up to me. Like, the fact that you know me, like, I've been listening to you for so long. So it's just so special, because it's like, damn, like, you forget that those videos that you shoot, in a room at 2 a.m. on a green screen or with Robert somewhere, like, those are being seen by a lot of people sometimes. And those people include, like, people that you love. Like, that's the power of social media, is that there's no boardroom of people deciding that you are good enough to be seen. It's just you are putting yourself out there, and that's something special that that came from the horrible times that we had during the pandemic or during the uprise of it is that it allowed us normal people to showcase what we could do. You know, you go on there and you see like, damn, I didn't know everybody could sing. Like, I didn't know you had a voice like that. Like, you work at Kroger. Like keep doing that. Keep singing. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, and you're so funny. People are so brilliant when you let them be.
Sure.
And so I think that's why I don't know. It's just been special.
No, you said it. You said it right there. We now get to decide how many people and who gets to see us.
Yeah,
that's in our control now.
And I feel fortunate to be on that part of it that people have been allowed me to do it.
Yeah,
that you know, the characters you play. How did you fall into, I guess, that kind of humor, that POV perspective, like the role playing? How did it click for you?
Well, I think, and I think both of you understand this so well, is just growing up and people watching. You like, especially as like Latinos who were raised by TV, you understand like what part of society they're playing, but you also like, you see so much humor in the everyday situation. So I think like for me, like, I was a kid that was homeless, but volunteering at the homeless shelter. And so I learned how to be professional enough for them to hear me, but I also had to like relay the messages on the outside and be that sort of like this is what they're saying on the inside. Like, y'all need to stop because they're about to cut off like letting your dogs come in. They're about to like they you know, there's a milk donate, you know, Panera wants to donate this, like make sure you guys are getting the, you know. So it's like, I feel like that helped me out a lot with is being part of different worlds and being able to change in different rooms and not being, you know, disruptive. Like, I don't want to disrupt anything. I want you to hear me. Like, if we want change to happen, like, let's have a conversation where we meet up.
Yeah, man.
Like, let's for real, like, let's talk. I don't need to yell. That's because then you're not going to hear me. Then you're going to quietly do legislation while we yell.
Yep.
And so I think I learned just so much of people's different personalities and people's roles in society and the societal sanctions. Not that many. I've been waiting to use that. And,
how you spell it?
No, studying people's behavior.
How you spell it, motherfucker?
SOC. What were you saying?
No, people watch too. You know, people always say I study.
Man, I mean, you know,
they're the biggest chismosos in the building.
It's about being a chismoso as well, right? And I'm so happy that I stood there watching my mom and dad gossip about the neighbors because I learned so much on how to communicate and how not to communicate and what to take as far as people's facial expressions and who's telling the truth and who isn't.
Yeah, and what do they have to win? What is their job? Like this is I mean, ultimately, I think everything comes down to survival. And it's like, what are they doing to survive in their life, in their finances, or just in this conversation?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Leo, man, thank you very much for your time. Congratulations, bro.
No, thank you.
This is major, man. We're happy to see you win. Honestly, bro.
You're an exciting person, bro.
Yeah, we're rooting for you, dog.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me in here. I've been petitioning to be on here for a while.
Your voice was heard. You weren't disruptive. It was heard.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what? I'm doing Cruz Cares, man. We do this every year, man. We're looking for donations. If you have a couple toys you can give us, man, that'd be great, man.
Of course, anytime. Yeah, I'm down.
I
just got back from Hanford. I want to do anything here in LA.
Amazing. Yeah. That's great, man. Yeah, a couple toys are $10,000. Totally up to you.
Yeah, a couple toys looking good.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Leo Gonzales, Cruz Show, Real 92.3. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.